Greetings and welcome to Reading with the Real Intuition. These messages are divinely driven through me, Royal. It's very nice to meet you, and I'm glad to have you here today with us. This message can't wait. It is November 22nd. I'm being forced to post it today. So if you're receiving it today, then you were meant to hear it. Okay? I just wanted to get up and make me some waffles and get to fall equinox cleaning and put up Christmas shenanigans. That may happen, that may not, because now I have a little phone date because of Mercury retrograde right now. You see where I'm going with this, like, cringe, uncomfortable, but guess it's gotta happen. Something's gonna be learned here. I don't think it's on my end. I think it's on the other person's end. But anywho, yeah, blast from the past. You could have recently received a phone call, bumped into a person that you once felt like blood was thicker than water. This could be family, but it doesn't even have to be family. This person could have looked at you like family, okay? And then broke that trust, burnt that bridge. Now they're trying to walk across it to get back to you. But the reason I come here today is I had a dream. And someone's grandparents came into my dream, okay? Specifically your father's side of his family, okay? Grandparents on your father's side. Take this for how it resonates, because this is what I was picking up in it. Your grandfather made love, married your grandmother, who then they got separated. Okay, they divorced. Your grandfather met another woman. Okay? Either they got divorced or she passed on. Okay? But then he met another woman. Now, the difference between the two women was that your blood grandmother, the first one, bared a child from him. The second one could not. There was resentment within the second wife. She resented any and everyone who was blood to your grandfather, because she felt anger, fear, and failure, that as a woman she could not carry on this man's name like your grandmother did. This is so specific, so please let me know down in the comments, because I'm being forced to put this out there, okay? The fact that I am feeling strong father wounds, father abandonment issues altogether, especially the one who's getting this message, okay? It's like it's come to a head in time. Today is the 22nd. I've seen nothing but 222 lately. And it's giving me all of this is starting to make sense around you. I feel like all the energetic downloads are sinking. They're sinking. They're coming in. There's something within you that these past loved ones that are truly grandparents, and I'm seeing them coming in the forms of cardinals. Definitely, I don't know why mermaids is important. Like, I wanted to use my mermaids deck and I can't seem to find it. So that something about being a siren. Maybe if you are a female getting this message, your true nature is as being a siren. I'm hearing you have strong Scorpio placements in your chart somewhere. If not, then you're a Scorpio sun or Pisces, Cancer. I'm getting like strong water energy. Okay. Even air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Okay, but if not, you have these placements strong in your chart. And I'm seeing rising sign and Venus sign especially. All right. I feel like they wanted to come through. It's 9:13 on my microwave time. They're coming through wanting to deliver this message to you today. To drop your pride, drop your ego. I don't know if you feel a bit of a sense of being ashamed, maybe about your family line, maybe about the company that you've kept. I'm hearing this has been between a 3 to 9 year cycle of you engaging in resenting what you truly love and what you can deem to accept as love. Like, I'm seeing someone who becomes a step parent and they only favor their own blood. They don't favor the children that were there when they married this relationship. Like, it's so fucked up. I don't even, I'm here to deliver the messages. It doesn't matter about my feelings, but I feel you're hurt. I feel you've been hurt. I feel that you can't move on from relationships because you do play a part in the fault of how it could have ended. You tarot readers will not tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you what you need to hear. And this is a wound. I'm seeing someone who's been crying over this because we did just have a Scorpio new moon. There's a car backing up slowly down the road and it's silver and it was a Toyota. So that might be significant for someone. Definitely like a dark gunpowder silver. But like, yeah, for sure. It's like this grandparent, it's this pair. I feel like both the grandparents that created your bloodline have both passed on, and if not, their higher selves came to me with this message to deliver to you. Like, don't continue on this cycle of resentment, of not trusting the discernment around what caused this chaos to begin with. You're hurting this person, or you're hurting yourself by letting these demons around you. And I'm not trying to fearmonger, but when I say demons, I'm talking about individuals around you who carry this aura of low vibration, who stay in this mental toxicity of really not knowing what love is, because they've never felt it on a level that you have when it comes to something that you are infused to do, or someone who you didn't realize you would ever feel love like this person gave you. This is so crazy because I did a video the other day. It's actually not going to post for another couple days, but it'll be my first rage video with messages. I do sling cards on it, but I genuinely kind of told my business without telling my business, and I was mad about it. But if you're interested in that in the near future, it is, should you forgive this person? But it's crazy how I'm being forced to release this one first compared to that one. You see what I'm saying? So to me, that message was more for the divine feminine. This message feels like it's more for the divine masculine, because I'm picking up so much father wounds and intervals of turmoil. There's a lot of heat. I'm feeling like fumes. Like I'm feeling like someone just, it's like these grandparents do not want this to continue. They don't want it to go any further than you. They want you to open your eyes now, because what did me and my daughter just watch? She actually loves the movie. It's called 𝒏𝒄s. Okay, 𝒏𝒄𝒆, 𝒏𝒄s, Black American Princesses. It's got Halle Berry and the other woman, I can't remember her name, but God rest her soul, she passed away in like 2022. Interesting. 222. Very, very prominent for this reading. Okay, but they get talked into doing some scheming for this older man who's a billionaire. When he passes on, like, he's thinking Halle Berry is his long lost granddaughter. And then throughout the middle of the movie, they're like, I cannot believe we're doing this waiting for somebody to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like an epiphany. And I know your grandparents are coming up and being like, you've already felt this. You've felt the guilt of what you're doing is to yourself, not only to yourself, but to somebody who truly showed you what love was. And truly put so much trust in damn you, Scorpio, in the new moon. Because I've been really emotional the past couple days over things that just doesn't make sense to me. And they didn't make sense to me when they happened back then. I hear knocking and it's not my daughter. Definitely not. My house is creepy. Hey, you can keep knocking, but you can't come in. Now, come on. This was like 11:11 on my time. No pun intended. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. This is like... That was definitely a knock. Hold on. Anywho. Wow. And it's like, this is like I'm seeing your grandparents. Look. It's a bunch of different other alien heads. And it's like they bottled up. It's like they bottled up all the expectations of those around them. I'm seeing back in the day when your grandparents, like, wars were happening, okay? The Great Depression, poverty, Woodstock, all the shit they went through. They went through so many decades and generations of up-leveling, okay? When we barely reached, like, our halfway point in this lifetime, okay? So they're saying, like, uncork this sense of everybody else's expectations. And I guess, in a way, they're talking to the divine masculine the most with this, because there is a simple gesture that the divine masculine has action to take at this time. And those that he, not gender specific, so take the message. If it belongs to you, it belongs to you. But the divine masculine is to take the course of action without any validation, to validate thyself. You don't need someone else's approval. You are recognized by them, and they're putting their foot all up in your food right now. Okay? The divine feminine has done her inner work. She has taken action. But here's the thing, she's doing it with compassion, with empathy, with understanding, you know, the cycle of life, the circle of life. I'm kind of seeing the Lion King. Don't know why. Could resonate with someone. But they just want, like, you, this message to be delivered to you to understand you're not alone. You might be alone right now. You might feel concealed, that you are not able, which you are capable. So don't ever think you're not able or capable. You are. But to play this victim mindset, it's not working anymore. It's really not getting you anywhere. Okay? To point fingers at someone who never pointed fingers at you unless you were doing things you weren't supposed to be doing, or those were the choices you were making based off of ego-driven statistics. Said what I said. My name is Royal, but I'm going to keep it real with you and keep it authentic always. We have a tower here. Let them people go. Them people don't care about you. Them people 1444. Okay, stepping into a new divine sense of protection. It looks scary. It's in the middle of the water. Okay, it's a reflection that you don't want to accept. But if you continue to live in this place, in your psyche, in your mindset, spiritually, having no spiritual senses towards this at all, we are guided here in this lifetime to carry on an angelic source of light, love, compassion, understanding, commitment, community. Okay, we are supposed to be here for our community, but we are not to hold people's hands around here. Okay, you did not come on this earth to be nice. That's why I think I'm going to get more raw, real, and I'm really just going to fucking royal rumble the fuck my mouth. My mouth is my biggest weapon sometimes. I hurt feelings. I know I do. And the only reason I do after so long of taking someone's shit is because I'm over it. I'm over it because it's like a sense of like, I know I didn't deserve that. But now you're going to feel how I felt, and I'm going to hurt your fucking feelings. I don't have to hurt you. I don't like fights. 1616. The tower is the number 16 in the major arcana. Get a fucking grip. These things have to crumble. If You have to let everything burn, cool off, emerge from the ashes like a rising phoenix, and carry on elsewhere or rebuild from that structure. Do so. It's really calling for you right now that what you've built to this point wasn't even yours. It was someone else's validation. It was someone else's idea. It was someone else's dream. It wasn't yours. Jellyfish. Wow. You don't want to admit it. You do not want to admit this. You have a sun on the bottom. Leo energy. Aries energy with that Tower card. The Six of Cups, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands. You know this is your divine feminine, divine masculine. Do you know how much warmth she gave you? Wow. You ain't never felt joy the way this energy brought you joy. This energy made you feel bright. This I keep wanting to say this woman. So if I do, just please reverse the roles how they fit. But again, I'm talking to the divine masculine. You never felt love like this. Ever. You've never been attracted, highly attracted to someone like this. And she didn't ask for much. Okay, because she didn't want a Knight of Cups. She demanded a King of Cups with the Emperor flair. I don't know why I'm seeing cups, because I'm telling you, I keep getting this emotional sense for some reason. It's probably the vibe in the air. The air. She wants an air from you, bro. Birds. You hearing birds crowing, chirping right now? Pay attention. Nothing compares to this divine feminine to you. I bet you've been fucking crying. I bet you've been fucking crying. Living Nine of Wands. Dude. Alright, divine masculine. You've made it past harder ships. Okay, I see there being discussions. Like you've... Wow, the death is on the bottom. Yo, I'm seeing there's been discussions. I don't know if you downplayed yourself, but I'm hearing a lot of chatter. Like I'm hearing a lot of like, he said, she said. I'm hearing someone disrespecting my divine feminine. I'm hearing someone has spread it lies, and now that you spread it lies to these individuals around you, yo, your ego was so broken by this feminine. You can't even come back from the words you said about this feminine, because that's how fucking far up your ass you were, because you just had to have control and be right about something. And lo and behold, oh no, I feel like someone here got put in spiritual jail. Someone here woke the fuck up real quick. They're the high priestess. Called you out on your bullshit is what she did. You didn't want to accept it. You're the Moon and the Two of Pentacles, because you just had to keep juggling shit, bro. You just had to. Five of Wands on the bottom. This involves too many people. This involves too many bodies. But the Moon, Pisces energy, Two of Pentacles, this is a wall between them. You notice how the Two of Cups, they were both in the cup, but there was no split between them. Yeah, there's a split between you and this other. Because of shystiness. Because of the illusions you threw at her. with the High Priestess, she could see right through it. You didn't want to accept that. King of Pentacles. You had to share everything with everyone. King of Pentacles does not necessarily indicate that this man wants some romance. Or divine masculine. That does not indicate he is putting his fulfillment into his connection. He's very generous to everybody. Because he's got plenty to share. And what's so crazy is that, never noticed it, look at, there's only half faces on the outside. Not even whole individuals. But they look to you to provide. The Chariot, Cancer energy. And the Five of Wands on the bottom. There is a sense of you having to pick your head back up out of the dirt. I'm seeing an ostrich, dude, like head is so deep down in that hole. You've got to be thankful it's not your whole being in that hole. And I'm hearing, we're not here, but you are. But do you want to be in that hole? Because the rate that you're going, not fear mongering, the rate that you're going, the choices that you're making, it doesn't even have to be involved with DEATF. But it's definitely going to be a repeated lesson the next time you arrive on this earthly plane that you can't seem to grow from. You can't oh, they are busting your balls, my dude. They really, really, really see that you just fumbled a whole ass beautiful, intelligent thing. Seriously, how? For someone to have it all, that's rare. I'm hearing Mulan. The Emperor said, you don't find a girl like that every dynasty. Any last words, please and thank you? The sun looked at me in reverse. How does that make you feel? Because to me, it's showing me ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Any last words? So the Six of Pentacles came out sideways, but it was more looking at me in reverse. The Page of Swords. Again, it's like you're at the top now and all eyes being on you. Which card are you going to lay down? And they're saying at this at this time, you are not to lay cards down. The Page of Swords is driven by I guess an instant epiphany of wielding the sword of truth into their higher being. But pages are childlike energy. You would be starting off at a pace you might not have no clue what you're doing. The Tower, it's a beautiful thing, but it's like you gotta lay it to rest. You can't keep going back to these tendencies. You can't keep going back to these habits. You can't keep going back to these old relationships that have not brought you, first of all, any fulfillment. Second of all, any courage. Third of all, a deep understanding of what love feels like. If you can do this, you can obtain Ten of Cups energy. That's that. Next to that Sun, it's one of the happiest cards of the deck. And guess what? This alien is surrounded by water. Everybody who has been watching you from afar, okay, watching you on the outskirts, they're going to be in their own little worlds that they're going to have to figure it out on their own. If they get to figure it out in this lifetime, they might not even have that chance anymore. Okay, we all have a chance as long as we are breathing in this good ass air that we should be grateful and blessed to still be able to do. But I'm telling you, like, Page of Wands is behind that. This is gonna be new. And I'm hearing, literally, I'm hearing, get your head out of your pineapple. Okay. Get it out. The reason why you're so pissed off is because you, again, wanted to control a situation that you had no business controlling. You can't control nothing. I'm learning this very heavy in therapy. Yet there's this, life hands you lemons. You gonna make lemonade? Or you gonna squirt that shit in your eye or in a cut and cry for the rest of the day? Like, to be given the opportunity that not everybody gets to have because they don't fight for it. If you're not fighting for what you love, what exactly are you living for? Oh, can't hear you. Huh? So, sorry. But, yeah. Okay? Maybe you need to call upon, especially, like, your father's lineage. I'm just feeling there was so much anger. There was so much, like, resentment in accepting something so tender. Something that was actually valuable. Excuse me, another confirmation before I even spit it out. They had a good woman or partner. They had nurturing senses, very intuitional. This grandmother passed on or had to be removed from this masculine's life because she was mistreated by him due to the fact that he could not keep his eyes and attention on her alone. He was fixated from porcelain, plastic, shit that's bad for the fucking earth anyway, and it's toxic. And you're continuing this cycle because you're that determined to win. And if you think you're winning from the choices that you've made thus far, they are literally, this is the last message. Go to a pond near you, go to the lake, the ocean moves, I don't know about that, but literally look at your reflection in the water. If you have to get a bowl and put water in it, I don't know if that's going to be possible, but you never know the intentions there if you just put it in there to see what emotionally triggers you about this dynamic that you're putting yourself through, that you're putting the divine feminine through. So I'm hearing she didn't need to glow up. She already grew up. You just tried to dim her light because she made yours bright. Okay. I love you. I'm just out here being forced and pushed to give you that. So please, if you hopefully enjoyed the message to come through, maybe not the video because I'm a bit strong, but like it, interact with us. It helps me get out and find like-minded baby aliens to join the forces with us. Subscribe to the tribe. I'm always going to bring a vibe, period. Hit that notification bell, okay? Pick a card readings every Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Maybe I might bump it up to 4 p.m. Eastern time. But yeah. Do I have anything else? Yes. PSA. I have a free winning giveaway for 3 lucky winners. If you are interested in entry, the rules are to get a free reading with me by, I'm going to announce the winner December 19th. Okay? All you got to do is like this video, comment down below something encouraging, and then put your name right beside it. First name, that's all I need. And subscribe to the tribe. I'm always going to bring a vibe. And last thing, if you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, that is available as soon as the credits come in and in the description below. Now, with that being stated, I want you to continue to walk in your truest, highest authenticity. I do not need your grandparents coming back to me telling me to push something out the day of. Please and thank you. Get that under control. And I will see you in the next message. Far out.